interview with Constance Lallier, winemaker and brand ambassador for Champagne Lallier. We are go in 3, 2, 1.
I can see it's almost like every one of the 4 champagnes that we just tasted. This is quite a common occurrence for me. Every one then becomes my favourite. It's hard to just pick one stands out.
Before, which one is your favorite? I'm like, I can't. So, which one is your favorite?
Look, for different reasons, you know, I loved the one that we tried to start with, the Lallier I DIDN'T, because I just think for a non-vintage champagne, it's absolutely sensational. I love the rosé because I love rosé, and that was beautiful. I loved how even though it's predominantly Pinot Noir and it's predominantly red grape, you still get that chalky freshness, which to me is my preferred style. That they just sit together so beautifully. One doesn't overpower the other. I mean, the vintage is stunning, but it's 2008, and it's always going to be poor old Blanc de Blanc. I've grown to appreciate Blanc de Blanc a lot more. But I used to think, it's not complex enough to me, and I do absolutely love it. But I think I probably have that bias towards Pinot heavy champagne. So when you're going to hit me with the 2008 that's got that really, really powerful, it's as much as I did love the Blanc de Blanc, I'm probably going to have to say that it would have been the 2008 that was the standout for me.
No, it's very good.
But I think Blanc de Blancs too there's so much more diversity now. Are you trying any different styles as well? Exactly. Is this your full range, or do you have more?
No, we have more.
In
fact, we have more. We have the Brut Nature as well. So it's very, it's very good to do because you can do like you take the Brut non-vintage and you take the Brut Nature and you can compare because for it's the same quality, same wine inside, but you just don't add sugar on the Brut Nature. So you're gonna think it will be like more with more acidity, but in fact when because it's aged like still 3 years on lees, so because of the lees you will have the creamy and full and round side, so it's not aggressive, the acidity, so it's very very nice also. After to finish with the Série R, we have the extra dosage. So on this one we add 18 grams of sugar, but it's still not a lot for extra dosage, and the sweetness is very well integrated, so it's very good as well. And for Chinese food, for example, and more spicy food as well, it's good. It's good. We have after we have our cuvée, we call it ouvrage. So in fact we have everything.
I was reading about that one today. I was on your website.
You will enjoy this one because it's more Pinot Noir on this one. It's 70% of Pinot Noir. So it's this one.
That's the cuvée de prestige for their house, which would be extraordinary.
In fact for this one everything is made by hand. So all the ripening and the disgorging. So it's just 2% can do it because it's a lot of work. And if you don't do it to the disgorging very well, you're going to lose all the champagne, so please no.
What's your current vintage for the
it's non-vintage.
Oh, it's non-vintage?
But because it's aged at least 5 years on lees, it's like it was a long time ago. And it's aged on a cork. It's not on a crown cap. So for this one, you will have a micro-oxygenation, so that's going to bring like a little bit of oxygen on your wine, but little bit, it's all in control, of course. And so you will have dry fruit on the note. On the dry fruit note, on the nose. So it's like wow.
Because a lot of people probably don't realise, and I didn't realise till the first time I toured through some cellars, is that when they do the aging, the cork kind of isn't added, it's not the last thing, but it's quite a long way at the end. So when they do the aging, it's aged on crown cap, which to contextualise it for us Aussies is a bit like a bottle top off a bottle of beer. So in the cellars, they sit on the exact same looking thing there. So interesting that you use the cork in the cellars.
So before the disgorging, we have after the disgorging, we have to test all the wine to see if there is no oxidation. Exactly. So no problem with the cork. And so it's you have to test the 3,000 bottle. Again, it's not in the same day.
No. give them some time. And do you use cork, or do you use a different kind of closure?
For this one we use cork. But it's like cork, like for champagne cork. It's like this one, on the bottle.
Yes.
And it's so it's it's not like for wine, still wine.
No,
it's not the same.
Yeah.
So because of the pressure as well, And so yeah, after the disgorging, before the disgorging, we do all the ripening by hand, and it's aged 5 years on lees, and it's still very complex, rich, but more dry fruit on the nose, and it's very good.
Amazing. Well, maybe when I'm off to Champagne in June, July for a visit, maybe I'll get to visit. We can catch up again and I can try that one. So
exactly.
that would be fantastic.
Yeah, and we have even 2 more cuvées. It's one Blanc de Blanc, just come from Haï, so it's really good. And so we're gonna
single village or not single vineyard, single village.
Single village and vineyard as well. So it's very good. And we did the same thing for Blanc de Noir, so just from Pinot Noir, from Haï as well. Yeah. So in Provence, for example, we're gonna start to do the tasting for all our customers, and it's very new and it will be very good.
That's a really exciting style, and it's kind of one that if you are new on your champagne journey, I probably would say leave it for a few years down the track. But I find Blanc de Noirs, which is the opposite of a Blanc de Blanc. So Blanc de Blanc is white wine made from white grapes, and Blanc de Noir is white wine made from black grapes. So it's 100% Pinot Noir. So hear me talking about how much I love the Pinot. I love that stuff. So but it's a very intense. It can be a bit confronting, and it's, I think, a lot of the time, because particularly in Australia we sort of have a perception around, I was saying earlier, champagne being at the beginning or a celebration, it's an aperitif, it's not something that you traditionally drink throughout a meal. I think it's what people don't expect it from champagne, so because it's not, they don't expect it, they don't know how to like it. Not that they don't like it, it's just unexpected. So you've got to sort of, I think, work your way up to trying that kind of thing. So that would be really, really exciting. So, well, this has been absolutely fascinating, and I have adored trying your champagnes. They're absolutely amazing. We're actually going down the Gold Coast next week for my mum's 70th birthday, and I have been planning the champagne menu for some time, and there is a trip to the Wine Emporium to see my friends there one day next week to stock up on a few extras. So I think there's going to be a few from the Lallier range that will be accompanying us for our celebratory birthday dinner for mum. So she loves rosé. Never used to much be into champagne, but I've sort of converted her. So she gets to taste an awful lot of champagne. Most people would be insanely jealous of somebody who knows nothing about wine, and I don't really care for wine, the amount of champagne that she gets to drink through me. So she's a very lucky lady. So thank you so much.
Thanks to you for your time, and I hope you will enjoy, of course.
And this will be kept on the page, and I'll share this back out to my subscribers, and I'll do a little bit of editing on the video and send it around so you can see the labels up nice and close, and a few links to things that explain some of the terms that we talk throughout. So on my website, where we talk about dosage and degorgement and all those other terms that we talked about, they're all on my Grand Cru,
just Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. We put everything on the back label, so the village where the wine comes from, the disgorging, and we use our own yeast, so that's very important. So less sulfur. And unique test,
and in Instagram would have missed it early on that no Pinot Meunier.
Yeah, no Pinot Meunier. You don't have Pinot Meunier in the Grand Cru village, in fact.
No, true.
Yeah.
Yes, no,
and we always use a subtle dosage because we don't want to change the taste of our wine, because we want to keep the taste of the terroir.
Yeah.
So it's
all important when it comes to champagne. So thank you so very, very much, everybody, for watching, and if you've got any questions, you can pop them in the comments below. I'll be at home tonight waiting, hopefully, because sometimes it's great to have someone to talk to. Often when I do my Facebook Lives, it's just me talking to camera, so it's been fantastic chatting this afternoon, but I love it when you chat back. So ask me questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them, and if I can't answer them, then I'll pick you an email and see, but I'm sure you've just done such an in-depth description of your wines that I can't imagine there's nothing that we can't solve on our own. So, well, hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful evening, and stay safe in the rain. And please join me in thanking Constance for her time this afternoon. Wishing her very, very safe travels and a very safe trip back to Champagne.
Yeah.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you again so much for watching and listening to my chats and tastings with Constance from Champagne Lallier. She's just such a beautiful person, and she makes such amazingly beautiful wines and champagnes. So don't forget that you can order her champagnes through thewinemporium.com.au. If you're based in Brisbane, pop in and ask the guys at the Wine Emporium all about the champs. They'll be more than happy to share the deets with you. And please don't forget to check out my blog and subscribe. Ciao for now.